Hey, what's up? Tim from the NBAA here doing our final round of the Enduro series for 2024. We're going to be at Hawes this weekend, and Saturday, November 16th is race day. Going to run through the stages, start times, and a couple of notes, and it should be a super fun weekend. So first off, big thanks to Pivot Cycles for being our series sponsor for the Enduro, along with Team Charity Case. They've stepped up in the last year or two with more financial support, which is really helpful for us. Our title sponsor for the Hawes Enduro is a Tax Learning Network. Thanks to Justin over at Tax Learning Network for being a big sponsor here and stepping in to carry the Hawes Enduro forward. With this kind of partnership and sponsor dollars, like we said before, it allows us to cover our costs and then give out more money to trail projects, to maintaining the Hawes trails, to groups like Hawes Trails Alliance and other trail organizations throughout the state. So big thanks to their financial support. It really makes these races possible. Also want to give a shout out, like I said, to Hawes Trail Alliance, Hawesaholics, Central Arizona Mountain Rescue. They'll be out there doing our medical for the weekend. So lots of people helping make this event happen, as well as the whole series. So this year we've got a really fun course, and a little shorter than last year, a little harder than last year, and I'm going to run through the stages. So we are starting at the same place at the Hawes Park and Ride. Either Google Hawes Park and Ride, or on the website is the link with the exact location, and we'll be parking in the Hawes Park and Ride, and then the venue is just kind of right on the south edge of the Park and Ride. So park there under the 202 in the Park and Ride. Then you can walk a ride over, pick up your number plate in the morning. And again, the race is on Saturday, not Sunday. The start times will be below in the video. We'll run through them here. And they're also on the website. So you do not need to show up on Saturday until your start time. That's when you'll pick up your number plate and your timing chip. Now, if you're a series rider, if you have a series plate that you've had for the whole series, remember to bring it on Saturday. Otherwise, we'll have to give you a new number plate and charge you for that. So you'll be starting and finishing at the Park and Ride. So you also need to come back to the venue afterwards to return your timing chip. Otherwise, we won't give you a time, and then again we'll have to bill you for the timing equipment. So start at the Park and Ride at your specific start time, and we'll end there as well. So run to the stages. Everything will be marked with a combination of arrows and pink pin flags. So the course is really easy to follow with the signage out there. We'll start at the Park and Ride, head up fence line, work our way over, kind of like we've done in years past, going up Lower Hawes over to Cactus Garden. And we have different stages for different categories. So we'll start with the beginner and the 10 to 12. You guys are only doing stages 2 and 4, so you won't make your way all the way to Cactus Garden. You're going to turn off and head over to Secret and Saddle earlier, and then over to mine. So your loop is a little shorter. That's beginner and 10 to 12, stages 2 and 4. Expert men and women, you guys will be doing all 4 stages, 1, 2, 3, 4, in that order. And you're going to go off, head to stage 1, climb to partway up Cactus Garden. Stage 1 is Gidro and Boulderdash, and then stage 2, Secret and the bottom of Saddle. And then you'll kind of loop around and go back up Cactus Garden the second time to get up to Sunset Ridge. And then you'll be right at mine after that. And then you'll finish with stage 4 mine. So you do need to do the stages in order, 1, 2, 3, 4 for experts. Everybody else, amateur, masters, 13, 14, 15, 16, U21, you guys are all doing stages 1, 2, and 4. So you will not be riding Sunset Ridge. So you have 1 pedal up, partway up Cactus Garden, and then you'll jump on stage 1 start, Gidro, down to Boulderdash, and then stage 2, and then stage 4. So you will omit stage 3. For stage 1, we have pin flags as well as caution signs at the features along Boulderdash to kind of give you a heads up that, hey, this is going to be a steeper section or a rock slab or feature, something like that. The couple of gap jumps there down at the bottom, we do have signs that say caution gap jump. There are B lines, so you don't have to take the gap jump, but trying to give you a heads up. I know a lot of people have been out pre-riding. That's why we released the course an entire week early for this race in particular, with the race being on Saturday. If we release it on a Thursday or a Wednesday, not everyone can get out during the week to pre-ride, or maybe you don't want to pre-ride the whole course on Friday and then race it Saturday. So we released the course earlier in the hopes that people could get out and pre-ride and see some of those more techie features. So I think it's a super fun course. Boulderdash is hard, but there's, for the most part, you can pretty much get down everything sight unseen. If you just kind of assess the upper features and what that riding is like in the first couple of sections, you can kind of get a feel for, okay, this is how the trail's built, and this is what what the other features are probably going to be similar to, or I can expect more of this. So yeah, super fun. And then secret saddle, there's one section on that stage that we'll have taped off down kind of by the pucker section down by the switchbacks. And then mine has had another section, kind of a cheater line, decommissioned. So other than that, everything will pretty much be wide open as far as line choice. There's a lot of ABC lines and different options. The top of Gidro, if you're local, the cheater line by the big boulder, that is taped off. If you're not a local, you wouldn't even know to look for it and deliberately bushwhack and cut across the trail. So even though the whole course is not taped off like a DH race, use your best judgment. There's the trail, and then there's cactus and bushwhacking. So please do your best to stay on the trail. When you get down to stages like mine, there's high lines, there's rock slabs and things that you can kind of jump off of or take a wide entry on. All that stuff's fine. We just don't want you saying, oh, here's where I am, and the trail goes over there, but I'm just gonna beeline it across through the cactus and the sand and the bush and just cut through the trail. So that just makes more work for us to clean up the trail, and then organizations like Hawes Trail Alliance, we could be when we could be working on the trails, or they could be doing trail maintenance. It just ends up you spend more time closing off Strava cheater lines, and then it just cuts into time we could be working on the trail. So we'll run through the start times real quick, and then we'll get you out of here. Remember your plastic series plate. Make sure you start and end at the venue to return your timing chip, and we strongly recommend knee pads and a full face helmet for this race. If you've never ridden at Hawes, or if you're going to ride blind, everything's just hard. The rocks are hard, the ground's hard, the cactus is pokey. It's worth wearing the full face, and it gives you a little more confidence, especially if you're newer to riding some of these types of features. So the start times, well, we're going to start with our beginner in 10 to 12, since they're doing a shorter course at 8:30. And then 8:35, expert men and women. Make sure you pick up a number plate. If you don't have one, we'll have a line for timing chips and a line for number plates with signage in the venue. So if you're a series rider and you just need your timing, your ankle bracelet, you can just get in that line, grab it, and then you'll be free to go. But if you're signed up for the race, make sure you grab a number plate and the timing chip. So 8:35 is our expert men and women. We'll send all you guys out together, guys and gals. U21 boys will be at 8:45, and then 8:55 our 13, 14, and 15, 16 boys. And then the rest of our ladies at 9:05. So basically all the ladies except expert, because experts are doing the stage 3 Sunset Ridge. And then 9:25 will be our masters men, 40 plus, 50 plus. And then 9:45 amateur men. So should be a really fun day out there. Shorter course, harder course than last year, but still really fun. So we'll see you guys out there, and hope you have a great weekend.